English Fluency Podcast. Speak English with confidence.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Fluency Podcast, where we learn real English through real conversations. I'm Sarah, and I'm here with my co-host,
Alex. Hello, everyone. Lovely to be here.
Alex is from London, I'm from California, and today, oh boy, we're talking about something that confuses English learners all the time.
Oh, yes, we're diving into 10 English words that Americans and Brits use completely differently.
And I mean completely differently, like same spelling, same word, but totally different meaning.
It's actually quite amusing. I've had so many misunderstandings with American colleagues because of this.
Right? So by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly which words to watch out for. You'll understand why an American might be very confused if a British person asks for pants.
Oh no, we're starting with that one?
We're definitely starting with that one. All right, everyone. Before we dive into the actual words, let's quickly go over what you'll hear today. So here are a few words you'll hear in this episode. Some of them might be new, some you probably know. Just listen carefully. You'll hear them naturally during our conversation.
Right. So we have word 1, confused, when you don't understand something clearly. Word 2, awkward, when a situation feels uncomfortable or embarrassing. Word 3, realize, when you suddenly understand something. Americans spell it R-E-A-L-I-Z-E, by the way. Word 4, actually. We use this to emphasize the truth or add surprising information. And word 5, completely, totally, 100%.
Perfect. Now, don't worry about memorizing these right now. You'll hear them naturally. Let's jump into the fun part, the 10 words. Okay, Alex, let's start with the most famous one, pants.
Oh dear, yes, this one causes quite a bit of confusion.
So in America, pants means trousers, what you wear on your legs.
Right, but in the UK, pants means underwear.
Wait, so if a British person says, I need new pants, they mean...
Underwear, yes, and if an American says, nice pants, to a British person, we get very confused.
Oh my God, that's so awkward. So listeners, remember, in America, pants equals trousers. In the UK, pants equals underwear.
Exactly, and just to make it more confusing, what Americans call pants, we call trousers.
All right, next one, chips. This one's also really confusing.
Oh yes, so in the UK, chips are what Americans call French fries.
Right, thick-cut fried potatoes. But in America, chips are thin, crispy in a bag, like Lay's, Pringles.
We call those crisps.
Crisps, that's so cute. So if I'm in London and I say I want chips, you'll bring me...
French fries, thick ones, from a fish and chip shop probably.
And if you come to California and ask for chips, I'll give you...
A bag of crisps, which is actually exactly what I wanted, but I'd never call them chips.
Okay, this one confused me for years. Biscuit.
Right. So in the UK, a biscuit is, how do I explain this? It's a sweet, crunchy cookie, what you'd have with tea.
Like what Americans call a cookie?
Exactly. A cookie is a biscuit for us.
But in America, a biscuit is like a savory, fluffy bread roll, like what you'd have with breakfast or fried chicken.
Wait, really? That sounds more like what we'd call a scone.
Kind of, but not sweet. It's confusing, I know.
So if I'm in America and I ask for a biscuit expecting a cookie...
You'll get bread. Warm, fluffy bread.
That's actually quite disappointing if you wanted something sweet.
Okay, Alex, this next one is potentially very awkward.
Oh no. Rubber. Yes, this one is quite embarrassing, actually.
So in the UK, a rubber is an eraser, like what you use to erase pencil marks.
Correct. Completely innocent. Can I borrow your rubber means, can I borrow your eraser?
But in America, a rubber is slang for a condom.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so if a British student asks an American teacher, do you have a rubber?
They think you're asking for, oh my God, that's horrifying.
Super awkward. So listeners, if you're in America, say eraser, never rubber.
And if you're in the UK, rubber is perfectly fine. Just don't use it in America.
Okay, speaking of awkward, let's talk about fanny.
Oh no, this is even worse than rubber.
So in America, fanny is a polite, kind of old-fashioned word for your butt, like, I fell on my fanny.
Right, innocent. But in the UK, fanny is, it's actually slang for female genitalia.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Americans have fanny packs, those little bags you wear around your waist.
We call those bum bags because fanny pack sounds absolutely horrifying to British ears.
I can see why. So yeah, listeners, don't say fanny in the UK. Just don't.
Please don't. We'll all be very uncomfortable.
All right, let's move to something less awkward. Trainers.
Yes, thank you. So in the UK, trainers are athletic shoes. You know, Nike, Adidas, running shoes.
We call those sneakers in America.
Right. But if you say trainers to an American,
I'd probably think you're talking about personal trainers, like people who train you at the gym.
exactly. So completely different meaning.
Yeah, so in the UK, I need new trainers means shoes. In America, it sounds like you're hiring a personal trainer. Okay, this one's huge. Football.
Oh, yes. This causes endless debates. So in the UK, and actually most of the world, football is what Americans call soccer.
Right, the sport with the round ball, you kick it, no hands.
Exactly. But in America, football is that game with the egg-shaped ball, helmets, tackles.
American football. We just call it football. And what you call football, we call soccer.
Which drives the rest of the world crazy, by the way.
I know. Sorry, world. But yeah, so if you're talking to a British person and you say, I love football, they'll assume soccer.
And if you say it to an American, they'll assume American football.
Context is everything. All right, car vocabulary. Let's talk about the back of a car.
Ah, yes. So in the UK, the back storage area of a car is called the boot.
We call that the trunk in America.
Right. So if I say, put it in the boot, Americans think,
A shoe? Like, why would I put something in a shoe?
exactly. And then you realize I mean the car.
And this goes both ways. If I tell a British person, open the trunk, they might think I'm talking about, I don't know, a big storage box?
Possibly. Or an elephant's trunk.
Right. So UK, boot, US, trunk, same thing, different word. Okay, this one is unique to British English. Fortnight.
Yes, this is a brilliant word that Americans don't really use.
I mean, we know what it means because of the video game Fortnite, but we never actually say it.
Right. So a fortnight means 2 weeks. 14 nights, basically. I'll see you in a fortnight means I'll see you in 2 weeks.
We just say 2 weeks in America. We don't have a special word for it.
Which is less efficient, actually. 1 word versus 2 words.
Haha, fair point. But yeah, if a British person says fortnight to an American, we might be confused for a second.
Just remember, fortnight equals 2 weeks, 14 days.
Okay, last one. And this one is actually fascinating because it's the same word but opposite meanings.
Oh, yes, to table something. This is brilliant.
So in American English, if you table a discussion, it means you postpone it. You put it aside for later.
But in British English, if you table a discussion, it means you want to discuss it now. You put it on the table to talk about it.
Wait, so it's literally the opposite?
Completely opposite, yes.
That's actually kind of hilarious. So, if I'm in a meeting with British and American colleagues and someone says, let's table this,
Chaos! The Americans think, oh, we'll talk about it later. The Brits think, great, we're discussing it right now.
that's a disaster waiting to happen.
It absolutely is. I've seen this exact misunderstanding in meetings.
Okay, Alex, you mentioned you've had real misunderstandings because of these differences. Tell us a story.
Oh, absolutely. So I was working with an American client a few years ago, and we were in a meeting discussing a contract, and the American manager said, let's table this clause for now.
Meaning, let's postpone talking about it.
Exactly. But I heard, let's discuss this clause right now. So I immediately started analyzing it, suggesting changes, going into detail.
Oh, no.
And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. The American manager said, Alex, we're moving on. And I was so confused. I thought they wanted to discuss it.
That's such a perfect example. Same word, total miscommunication.
It took us about 5 minutes to realize what had happened, and then we all just laughed. But yeah, language differences are real, even in English.
All right, everyone, let's pause for a second and really dive deep into a few key phrases you can use when you encounter these differences.
Right, because the truth is, you will encounter confusion. So it's good to know how to handle it.
So, let's say you're confused about a word. Here's 3 ways to ask for clarification, depending on your level.
Level A2, beginner intermediate. Sorry, what does that mean? Simple, direct, totally fine.
Level B1, intermediate. Could you explain what you mean by that? More polite shows you're trying to understand.
Level B2, upper intermediate. I'm not familiar with that term. Could you clarify? Very polite, very natural, very professional.
Now, here's a common mistake. Alex, can you say it wrong on purpose?
Sure. I don't understand. You speak wrong English.
Oh no, never say someone speaks wrong English. British English and American English are both correct. They're just different.
Exactly. Don't say, you speak wrong English. Say, oh, we use a different word for that in my country.
Or you can say, that's interesting. We say it differently where I'm from. Much better, right?
Much better. It's respectful and shows you're interested, not judging. One more important thing. These differences aren't just vocabulary. They're cultural.
Exactly. Americans tend to be more direct, Brits tend to be more indirect, and that affects how we use language.
Right. So if you learn British English and then visit America, don't be surprised if Americans sound a bit blunt.
Hey, we're not blunt, we're just efficient.
Exactly my point. And if you learn American English and visit the UK, don't be surprised if Brits sound overly polite or indirect.
So, listeners, remember, there's no correct English. British and American English are both right. Just be aware of the differences and you'll be fine. All right, everyone, let's do a super quick review. Alex, I'll say the American word, you say the British word. Ready?
Ready.
Pants.
Trousers.
Sneakers.
Trainers.
Trunk of a car.
Boot.
2 weeks.
Fortnight.
Soccer.
Football.
Perfect. Listeners, if you understood all of that, you've made real progress today.
Absolutely. And remember, don't feel bad if you mix these up. Even native speakers get confused sometimes.
So true. The important thing is to keep learning, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to ask for clarification. Well, that's all we have time for today. Alex, any final thoughts?
Just remember, English is diverse. American, British, Australian, all valid. The more you understand these differences, the more confident you'll feel.
Wonderful advice. Everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment telling us which words surprised you the most, and share this with a friend who's learning English.
We'd love to hear from you. What other US versus UK differences do you want us to cover?
And if you want to improve your English, the best advice I can give you is this. Don't just study. Actually use the language. Watch videos like this, listen to podcasts, and most importantly, try to speak.
Right. Even if you're alone, practice out loud. It might feel weird at first, but it works. And hey, that's what we're here for, to give you real, natural English you can actually use.
Next week, we're talking about the 7 most common mistakes that make you sound like a textbook, not a real person. You definitely don't want to miss it.
See you next time.
Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, English is a journey, not a destination. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex.
This was English Fluency Podcast. Bye, everyone.
This was English Fluency Podcast. Bye, everyone.